I was never a history major. And a lot of people don't like history. But there are events that are prevalent and stand out in your mind, which makes history. So when the war was going on, and the Japanese attacked on Pearl Harbor, it was quite a surprise to America. So then President Truman was the president, Mr. Truman was the president at that time. So what he thought he should do, the United States had the atom bomb, but they had never used it before. When President Truman dropped the atom bomb, I thought it was necessary, and so did the front pages of the newspapers think it was necessary. So that was, I think, an example to let the world know that the United States was a great power. One of my favorite presidents was Franklin Delano Roosevelt, and he stayed in there 12 years. And he was an excellent president. He helped the people. He had fireside chats. He would sit down and tell the people exactly what was going on, what he was doing. And information is important to people. They need to know exactly what the person is doing that they supported. And he did this. John Fitzgerald Kennedy. And we loved him because he was a good person, equal-minded, and he did especially good things for black people. And with the blacks being the last on the totem pole, he felt that he should elevate the blacks so that they could have better living, better education, and whatever, better health, and whatever. Okay, so Kennedy did fine. He was a good president. And then he was assassinated. He was supposed to go to Texas, and he did not want to go. And Lyndon Johnson was scolding him. He said, "You've got to go. You've got to go." And he shook him by the shoulders and he says, "You've got to go." So he convinced Kennedy to go. So reluctantly, he went to Texas. And by going to Texas, he met up with his demise. He was assassinated. And that was so, just cried and cried. The kid's father came home when he heard it, and he just cried like a baby. We all cried because he was such a good president. William Jefferson Clinton. He was an ideal president, and everybody just loved him. And he was good for the economy. He was good for everything. Maybe he made some mistakes, but who knows? But whatever mistakes he made, he certainly was good for the people. Now, the next president that I think was a total disaster is George W. Bush. He declared war after 9/11. He tore up Iraq, and the economy was bad. Charles went overseas. Everything he did was just wrong, I think. Sometime in the 60s, man landed on the moon. Before that time, they were talking about going to the moon, and people were very skeptical about something of that nature. But it really happened. So when the first man, Neil Armstrong, landed on the moon, it was just a remarkable thing because people had believed that it couldn't happen, but it did. After the success of landing on the moon, it seems as if it was going to lead to more experiences and adventure. And people were excited. I know our family was excited. At the dinner table, all we discussed was landing on the moon. What goes next? In January 1986, there was a space shuttle taking flight by the name of Challenger. And just as it got started good, and everybody was so happy that it got off, it blew up. And it was just so heartbreaking that all those people were destroyed in the air. And it says, well, we won't give up, we'll try again. So they eventually tried again, but that was quite an experience.